Good morning, sunshine. This is Joy from Michigan in the US, and I am ready to do my giveaway from this video here, number 152, for the gold and the rose gold from Extreme Sheen. So I'm going to go over to the YouTube comment picker. I filtered out duplicate users so everybody gets one entry. We're going to get our comments. And here it is. I couldn't find my start button. The winner is Angel Abstract Art. Thank you so much for your lovely comment. I agree that the cells were just perfect on this one. Well, maybe not perfect, but they turned out very nice. And I loved your little tip to stretch first and then distort with the marble, because I think that gives a much lovelier result. So, Angel, my email will be on the screen and in the description box. Just send me an email with your mailing address and I will get those sent out to you. Thanks so much, guys. Have a great day. I'm going to try to fix a canvas that didn't go so well. It's still a little bit wet, but mostly dry. I tried to do a Dutch pour on it and it just went a muddy mess. So I've wiped off all the color paint that I could get. Nice and tight. We are going to do a wrecked straight ring pour-ish. You guys, if you've watched my videos before, you know I kind of changed my mind halfway through. So, wanted to mention these cups. I mentioned them in a previous video. I hadn't tried them yet. I've used them more than once now, and I'm loving them. Then not only do they come with markings on it to tell you how much paint you've put in your cup, they clean out so easily. So when you're done, just leave your stick in the cup, or put a stick in the cup. Let it dry and it peels right out. They're wonderful. I'm going to look for more in different sizes. So there's that tip. So I'm going to be doing a pour in teal and coral as my main colors. I have never done these colors together. I know that sometimes oranges and blues make brown, and these are kind of orange tones plus blue tones. So we'll see how we do, but I'll separate them with either iridescent white, metallic gold. I might throw in some aqua flash by Color Shift, Folk Arts Color Shift, some white, hopefully get some other things going on. So let me show you my coral, and I apologize because part of the stick is pink and part is the color that I'm trying to show you. So this is a combination of orange, rouge, copper, and then a little bit of white to lighten it up because it was really dark and I didn't want it to be quite that dark. So, all right, let's get started. I'm almost out of white, guys, and I'm all out of Floetrol. So we'll see if we can get just a little bit at the bottom of the cup. Okay, that should be good. Oh, I could have done that with the iridescent white, I suppose, but that's okay. And then we're going to go gold, trying to hit the same spot that I did with the white. And then my teal is a combination of lake blue and turquoise green. And this is an 8x10 canvas, so technically you can cover the canvas with 3 ounces, but I don't want to overstretch this, so I'm going to shoot for closer to 5. And I'm really hoping that I'm remembering correctly. I think this Aqua Flash has Floetrol in it, but I did not mark the top like I usually do. If it's too thick, I guess we'll find out. All right, we're gonna go with some iridescent white. And then let's put this lovely coral in. Kind of almost looks burnt orange. Almost feel like I could have added a little more white, but that's okay. We're gonna put some copper on top of that. And then we'll go back to iridescent white. Teal. Checking, I'm almost at 3 ounces now. I feel like there were some clumps in that teal. I'm kind of following my same, you know what? No, I'll follow the same pattern if I remember it correctly. I don't remember if gold was next or not, but that's what we're gonna do. Gold adds such lovely effects. Absolutely gorgeous. So, and then we'll do this coral. Iridescent white, which really does some lovely things too. I haven't played with this one a whole lot because it's a fairly new color for me. And that puts us at 5 ounces. I'm just gonna top it off with just a little bit of this teal, or the rest of it. Which I wouldn't recommend doing. As I scrape out the cup, it just hit me. That means I don't have any of this color to use to fill in spots if I need it. So keep that in mind if you do this. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna try to pour it a little slower than my last several videos. Lose a bunch of my paint. Got it. Okay. I am losing paint quickly here, guys, which hopefully that's just because I have too much. All right. I'm gonna run a stick through it and wreck it. Here we go. And I can see some muddying going on, but hopefully not too much. I feel like my gold disappeared. Okay. How gray my fingers are. That's not a good sign. That means all my colors are mixing, which is what I was worried about. I almost feel like I could have done 2 pours, one with the coral and one with the blues, and then wrecked that. I still have a corner to go yet, but I'm contemplating how I want to do that. Because this is not looking pretty. I don't think anyways. Okay, I'm gonna pause the video, clean up my hands, and live with this for a minute or two. Okay guys, as you can see, I had to scrape it. I just was not happy with what I had. It was so muddy. So I'm gonna try something a little different. We're gonna do an open cup pour, which is, is not something I've had fantastic success with, but we'll try it. So without cutting myself, I just cut the bottom off a cup with scissors, if I have paper cups handy, because they're easy to cut. The cut is very uneven, but it won't matter because you need the bottom, this part of the rim of the cup, not the bottom that I just cut off. So that's how I set up my open cup pour. I'm going to set that off to the side because I have paint everywhere. I'm doing a lot of paintings today. They're all commissioned pieces, so I feel like I just want to keep trucking, So we will see. So for my base coat, which I don't know that you actually have to have a base coat, but I'm going to put one down anyways. I'm going to do kind of a combination of two colors. Hopefully it will help the paint to flow a little more. This is turquoise green and lake blue. And so that I don't have just a swirly pattern, I am going to kind of mix these around. Take that big old clump out. So it's not a super even color, but I don't need a completely even color, so that's okay. I'm hoping that this will give me colors that are more true to how I mixed them. I did lighten up my coral just a little bit, and I put it in another cup so I can kind of see it. I just felt like it was looking too orange and not enough coral. So, all right guys, let's go for it. You know what, I'm gonna hit this with some heat real quick. I can just see lots of air bubbles. So let's get rid of those. And over here, I've held that too close and I burned my paint. Okay. So what shall we start with? Let's start with some gold. And then we'll go to this coral. I think I'm going to throw in a little orange and a little phthalo blue in addition as well. Let's see. Do some copper. So orange and blue, not good combinations, but I'm hoping we still get something pretty out of this. If not, this canvas is going to take a break because this is my third time painting on it. Just going to do just the teeniest little bit of orange. I don't want too much because I don't want brown. And we'll go back to the coral. I can see some pretty stuff happening over here. Let's just try to help this along. Oh my goodness, guys, look at that. Oh, I wish you could see my face right now. Oh, wow, 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 wow. I don't want to move it. Oh, it's so pretty. I'm going to let it sit for a minute. I'm going to add some paint around my edges so I don't have to stretch this too much. I'm just going to try to stop that from flowing. Don't want to lose any of this gorgeousness. Wow. You guys, I've never done an open cup and liked it. Okay, while this is developing, I'm just going to go around the edges. And I'm going to do my palette knife again to kind of mix the colors up. Oh my gosh, I'm so happy I re-poured this. This is all sorts of gorgeous, if I do say so myself. All right, let's get some of that turquoise green. This is a lot of paint on here, so I know I have to stretch it. Oh, I hope I do a good job. All right, but I am going to have all these lovely, oh, this is falling off the cup. What happened to my cup over here? It probably moved because there's so much paint under it that it's too slippery. Okay. I'm so happy. Oh, guys, sorry. This just makes me ecstatic. Like, seriously, this is so not what I had hoped for because I didn't think I could get something this pretty. Oh, gosh. This one is, so like I said, this is for a commission piece. If they don't like this one, I'm okay with it because I'll keep it for me. It's so pretty. All right. Oh, now comes the completely nerve-wracking portion. I gotta stretch this bad boy. Oh my gosh, it's so pretty. Okay. I don't wanna mess up my lovely cells that I have. But there's a lot of weight at one spot, so I'm just gonna very slowly, I'm gonna get wonky cells. Okay, before I go any further, I kind of think this would be better if I spun it because you don't lose as much of your shape when you spin things. So give me just a minute. I'm gonna find my spinner and we're gonna get really wild and crazy. Oh, I'm so scared to do this part, but we're gonna do it real gentle to start with. I'm gonna try to make sure my little legs are on there better. Like way too gentle. I just need to see if the canvas is going to fly off of the I am literally flinging paint everywhere. Oh, wowzers, wowzers. Okay, so I'm going to try to help the paint along right there. We're going to try some very gentle tilting. I just feel like it's not tilting like it should. All right, I'm going to go back to spinning. Just giving it a minute. I'm fixing my sides while I decide, do I even dare to spin this anymore? It's so gorgeous. I'm sorry if you, I hope that doesn't bother anyone. I get really excited when I see something that I like, and I like this. I like this so, so much. So just using my little finger painting, a little bit of finger painting. Just to get stuff over the edges. Oh, guys, there's only one section I don't like. And in the past, I've learned if it's one little section you don't like, you keep it. Don't scrape something or keep working something because there's one spot you don't like. Sorry, I'm cleaning up all the drips of paint off the floor. I wish this side went further this way, and I don't like this right here. So I think I'm gonna spin it one more time. That orange in there really makes it pop. All right, okay. So I love this section here. I don't like my hard line of the blue, the dark blue meeting the light blue there. So rather than continuing to spin this and lose all of the amazing things we have going on right now, I'm going to use a palette knife. If I can remember where I set it. You guys would not believe how much paint I'm stepping in right now. It's everywhere. And that does not bother me in the least. Okay, so I'm just going to take my palette knife and try to blend these colors here just a little without messing up the other stuff we have going on. Okay, I'm liking that. It's looking better. Got a little bit of canvas showing through there, and I don't like all this green down here, so I'm just going to try to carefully pull this down. Whew, nerve-wracking. I got into the orange there. That's why I went down instead of out. I don't want to pull the orange and have wonky looking cells. All right, guys, I'm done. Oh my gosh. I'm so happy with this one. I'm so glad I didn't keep working it. I'm so glad I spun it. Let me know what you think. Leave me a comment. I would love to hear from you. I just try an open cup. If you've not had success before, give it a whirl, because boy, did this one work out absolutely beautifully. All right, guys, thanks so much for joining me. I will give you a close-up and some photos, and I will see you on the next one.